but usually when I'm in front of the congregation, I ask them to sing a hymn so that I can just calm myself down. But I know that. I don't know if you can sing something.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
I've got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Oh, I've got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Oh, I've got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. Be alright. Be alright.
Yeah.
Amen. Thank you so much. Good morning once again.
Morning.
My name is Karabo Makoba, as I have been introduced. I'm not a theology scholar, I'm actually a psychology scholar, so I focus more on how personalities and relationships are formed. And today I will be taking you through my paper titled How Religion Shapes Interpersonal Interactions Through the Lens of Intersectionality in South Africa. Okay. South Africa's post-apartheid society is marked by diversity and complexity, with religion playing a central role in shaping personal and collective identities. The country's religious landscape is deeply intertwined with its colonial and apartheid past, its multicultural present, and the intersecting forces of race, class, gender, and ethnicity. Religion is more than a system of belief. It is a powerful force that shapes social behavior, identity, and interpersonal relationships. When viewed through the lens of intersectionality, a framework that examines how overlapping identities influence experience, we gain a deeper understanding of how religion impacts the way people interact with one another. In this paper, I have explored how religion in South Africa functions as a site of identity formation, social interaction, and intersectional experience. Through this lens, we can better understand how religious belief and practice interact with broader social structures and power dynamics. Religious groups in South Africa engage in both cooperation and contestation. During apartheid, religious institutions played diverse roles. Some Christian dominations justified segregation using biblical texts, while others, notably the South African Council of Churches, actively resisted racial oppression. Islam and Hinduism, brought by Indian indented laborers and traders, developed distinct community structures and identities, often operating on the periphery of national religion discourse dominated by Christianity. And then post-1994, the democratic constitution guaranteed freedom of religion, allowing for greater pluralism and interfaith engagement. Interactions among relation groups are now visible in national dialogues, social justice activism, cross-cultural marriages, and educational institutions. However, tension persists, especially where religious norms clash with constitutional rights, particularly around gender equality, LGBTQI+ rights, and reproductive health. Religion can be a source of empowerment or oppression, depending on context. In everyday life, religion continues to shape interpersonal relationships in South Africa. Within families, religious teachings often influence gender roles, expectations of obedience, and moral behavior. For instance, in both Christian and traditional African contexts, male authority is frequently emphasized, affecting decision-making and family dynamics. However, increasing awareness and reinterpretation of religious texts have empowered many South African women and young people to question and challenge these power structures. Religion in South Africa is a double-edged sword in interpersonal relations. It is both a source of comfort and a mechanism of control. While it provides moral guidance, community cohesion, and spiritual support, it also reinforces social hierarchies, it justifies exclusion, and enables abuse when left unchecked. Understanding the relationship between religion and power requires a critical awareness of its historical roots and current manifestations. As South Africa continues to evolve socially and politically, religious communities and leaders must confront these power dynamics and work towards interpretations and practices that uphold dignity, equity, and mutual respect in interpersonal relationships. South Africa is a country marked by deep socio-economic challenges, including poverty, inequality, unemployment, and gender-based violence, just to name a few. While the government and civil society organizations continue to work towards solutions, the church community remains one of the most influential social institutions in the country. With its moral authority, large following, and deep roots in community, the church has both the capacity and responsibility to address these issues. It is the duty of the church to go beyond charity and empowerment to actively advocate for systemic change. This includes challenging corruption, demanding service delivery, and promoting economic justice. Faith-based communities have historically played a key role in South Africa's liberation struggle. This legacy must continue in the fight against present-day injustices. It is undeniable that churches and faith-based communities hold influence and power that is nearly, if not entirely, equal to other major forces such as politics in shaping how people live, form their identities, and relate to others. While this claim holds considerable truth in certain cultural and national contexts, such as in South Africa, it may not be universally applicable. In increasing urban and circular spaces, particularly among young generations, the influence of churches is declining. People may choose to form identity around career, sexual personal interests, or political ideology rather than religion. In such contexts, religion competes with circular philosophies and digital media in shaping how people think and behave. Furthermore, scandals, commercialization, and political manipulation have led some people to lose trust in churches. Prosperity preachers who exploit followers for money, or churches that support corrupt politicians, reduce the moral authority of religion in the public eye. In these cases, people may turn to human rights, education, or activism for more moral guidance instead. As I conclude, religion in South Africa is not a monolith, but a dynamic and contested space where identities are formed, social interactions are negotiated, and intersectional inequalities are both challenged and reinforced. While religious freedom is constitutionally protected, disparities in power and recognition persist along lines of race, gender, class, and sexuality. Understanding religion through an intersectional lens reveals the multifaceted ways in which it shapes and is shaped by South African society. As the country continues to grapple with its complex legacy, inclusive and critical engagement with religious identity will remain essential for building a just and equitable future. Furthermore, the religion profoundly shapes interpersonal interactions, not only through doctrine, but also through the social hierarchies and power structures it reinforces or resists. When examined through the lens of intersectionality, it becomes clear that religion interacts with other aspects of identity to shape how individuals relate to one another. Understanding these dynamics is essential for building inclusive, empathetic, and social just communities in which all identities are acknowledged and respected. I think.